And today is going live. Happy Monday. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Hi. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening to all the workers of the different sector of society. If I start to classify, I will get into trouble. So even persons who are self-employed, you are working. Good evening to you too. And even persons at home who are housewives, we're working for themselves just the same. Good evening to you all. And I do hope you all had a wonderful day. And being Monday, I know the working week begins because even if you're at home, you can't just wait until Friday to start the house chores. You have to start your house chores as early as Monday. Everybody who is gone to school or college or who is out of the house going to work, and if you are the one that is at home as a housewife or a person that is there, you know you have your chores to start Monday morning, you get started. So by the time it reaches midweek, you are so set. So when it comes to weekend, there it goes. You have all the time, or most of the time, to spend with your family and friends, right? And maybe you want to go to some function, so you have to plan out a thing. So don't be like some people like to sit and wait until Friday morning, Thursday evening to start. Even though you're working out, put a little time together to get some things done. You have to put some time together. And thank you for the heart. I see somebody came on, and gave me a thumbs up. I am so happy. I'm so proud. Thank you. You should. I think you're gonna come back, but I guess you're busy. And I know too, some persons are on their way home from work. Thank you for joining my life, and I hope you had a great day today, and you're feeling wonderful within yourself. And come on in, man. Welcome to the live. Auntie D is happy to have you, and I do hope as well that you're looking forward to a pleasant evening, because if you go to bed unhappy, it will rest with you for the night. You're going to wake up unhappy again. So you see, if you're unhappy throughout the day, just pray or just have a moment of quietness to yourself. Thank you for the like. Thank you for thumbsing up. That's so beautiful. You get some moment to you. Sometimes we need a personal time, Go to yourself, go by yourself. You're not trying to be rude. I don't know how to pronounce this name, no. Let me try. Exastro Novalite X. Oh, I tried. I did try. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live. This stream, we are talking. We're going to talk. You want to say something? How was your night, man? How is your evening going? Potato King. Do you plant a lot of potatoes? I like that name, potato underscore. You guys have some extraordinary names tonight. Exastronovelite X. Potato King. I love those names. Those names sound wonderful. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the lives. I want to talk a little about this container that was found in the ocean out in the Caribbean off the shores of Jamaica. Exastro Novalitex. Is it Novalitex? Well, Novalitex. It's a beautiful name. I like how you guys can be so creative with names. Guys, thumbs up the live, man. Because I know some of you not going to stay, Because I know somebody just passing through, but you see my live on and you want to stop and say hi. So throw thumbs up the live, man. I know you soon disappear. I know, because you have other persons to go to, but it's like, no mass. Yeah, Frolicking. Thank you, no mass. I don't remember seeing it, but I'm going to go and check it because you know what? I as I'm being told to allow a day or two to pass, but I don't want to go too far. I'm going to try and do it tonight because at no mass Z, I don't want it to disappear, right? So I just allow today to flow. I looked at some of yours too. So I made a note so that when I go through, because they kept telling me not to subscribe at the same time. So I went to the channel and I looked. So I'm going to go back and then look again and make subscribe at the same time because YouTube, they say, have a way of removing, you know. So don't feel away, no mas. Don't no mas Z. That is an unusual name too. No mas Z. These guys have some very nice names tonight. Very, very nice names. So Noma Z, how is your day? How are you doing? How is your day? I hope you had a great day today. You like my short video? Oh Lord, I just like to, Auntie D like to move about, you know. And for me, my day today was relatively nice. Only thing that we had rain all day, and I woke up to some snow this morning. And whenever I see snow, I don't know. What are you talking? What, Auntie? When I wake up and see snow, I'm never. It doesn't make me feel happy. It makes me give me some amount of sadness. I prefer to see the rain than the snow. But you see, after you have had the experience with the snow, you realize it's best. The rain is better. Yeah. But after the rain, there gets a heavy set of coldness. But I love the rain. I don't mind the rain. I prefer the rain. But who are we? We have to just appreciate what comes our way. Yeah. So I want to talk a little about this container. I don't know if you guys have been following the news from the Caribbean, in Jamaica in particular. I'm a Jamaican, so I follow the news for where my roots are from, where a container was washed ashore with a lot of chicken meat. And the container is said to have come from Brazil and it was on road to the Cayman Islands. And a lot of things, different speculations are going on about it. So I don't know if you guys would want us to talk about it. What are your views on it? I was listening to some things on TikTok and I hear some views that I wasn't even thinking about. People have different things to say. But it's worth reasoning. It's worth talking about. That's how when you talk, you reason, you learn to appreciate other people's reasoning. So I don't know if you guys want us to touch it a bit. Do you think the container really fell from a ship? Or do you think it was pulled there? Or do you think something else was in the container? Do you think the chicken meat in the container is healthy to eat? Although the authorities are saying that they should not eat the meat, they shouldn't even give it to their dogs, which means that maybe some poisoning, some salmonella could have been in it. And how long has that container been out in the sea? If it really fell from a ship, how long was it out there? Because the people are saying that water did not enter the container and the container was washed ashore. And there were pictures of persons. I even got a thing on my channel too. There are pictures of persons who were seen breaking up the container and taking up and calling crowds to come and get chicken meat. Because as you know, chicken meat is very expensive. So they see this thing now and they decide to take. So I don't know. It's I would have been afraid to eat it because I wouldn't know what had happened to it. I don't know how long it was in the water. Because if you're at your own home and you take out the meat from the fridge, say in the morning for it to thaw out, you try to clean it up, prepare it, season it up, and allow it to marinate for a couple hours. No, I don't know how long this thing was in the water. Guys, what do you think? It's not fish. Then why was it in the water like that? Was there any storm? I didn't hear about any storm in the Caribbean. What could it have been? Something else was in it. I don't know what to think. And there were over 400 tons, a whole lot of meat, a lot of chicken meat. Do you think those chicken meat are going to go out into the public for persons to eat? I couldn't eat it. I prefer to go and eat a little bit of as a matter of fact, I wouldn't want any chicken to eat for the rest of the year because I don't know where it's going to be coming from. So I wouldn't want no chicken. Maybe I could go into one of those name brand supermarkets, but I think I'll put off chicken eating for that time. What do you think, guys? Would you have eaten the chicken? Would you have taken up any? What would you do? Tell me what you do, man. I'm curious. I'm curious. What would you do? You would take it up, you would eat it, prepare it, sell it, go and sell some shopkeeper so you can get some money. Because some people are saying that it can be eaten, but would you? What if you eat it and you pass out? You become unalive. Would you take the risk? Come on, man, guys. Come on, reason with me, man. Come on, man. Let me see what you're thinking. I did a video of it on my page, and I said, it's really going viral, but I don't know how many persons have gone there to look at it. It's a short video. I didn't make it very long because I know persons doesn't like to spend time reading. I mean, not reading, but watching long videos. And I try to make it very entertaining. But when I look at it now, I think it's a high risk. It's very risky to take up something off the street that you did not put there and put inside your body. What would you have done that? What are you be expecting? Because if it makes you unalive, you're not going to know what the person were left behind. So I don't think people should have even bothered. When I look at it, I don't think they should have wasted their time to even try to open the container. What if when they opened it, they found bodies in there? What would they have done? Run away and left it all scattered on the ground? Some are saying that his powder substance may have been in there and they put that in it. People are saying a lot of things. So it's on TikTok, big thing. So I said to myself, I need to come and talk to my people them too. Because I have the video on my page and it's going. Persons are really intrigued about it. Because it's a system where you have to warn your children or your family members not to eat from persons. Can you imagine you fix your children, send them to school, and then they go to school and buy something from some vendor, or they somebody take it to school and give them a piece and they eat it, say it's nice, not knowing that it was that sort of meat, that's where they got it, that's where it came from. Tell me, guys, what are your views? What do you think? I don't want you to be quiet. I see some persons here, man. I'm happy to have you guys, Free. Welcome to the live, man. I'm so happy to have you. I did a live this morning and I said I want to go and do some videos, but I prefer to do the live before the videos because after the videos, I may not be able to come and do the live. Time may go too far. Right. I see something called no Jamaica in trouble. 20% tariff. Jamaican brace for hunger. It's coming. So you see, so many things are out there. So many things are in the news, guys. And I like to share, man. I don't like when people just sit. I like when we talk, when we share. What are your views? What are your views on it? And it's just about 15 minutes since we are on, and I want to spend some time. When I go off, there's a number of things I want to get done before I even think of going to bed tonight. That's why I try to come on this early. I've not come on this early in a long time, I'm trying to do things a little different now because persons are not able to track me. So this morning my live started about 8:30, and I'm going to see if I can start a live. Was it 8:30 or 7:30? I'm going to try and start my live by 8:30 in the mornings, and then 7, anyway near 8 o'clock. You said, let me say 8 o'clock. And then let me say 8 in the morning and 8 in the night. And then the videos will go in between because I want to keep the time. Because I was normally working well with the time. And since the time changed now to the daylight saving time, it has pushed me because I don't know, I don't know, guys, how you see, but the time is just running away, running away. You're trying to keep up with the time, but it's just sliding away. So that's what with me now. So I end up coming on late, but I said, this is a new month. This morning I'm starting at 8 o'clock, and I'm going to pledge in the evenings, no matter how late I come home, in the evenings, I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock. There are some days, like on a Friday or on a Wednesday, I'm going to try and do some outdoor. I don't know how much of it, but if the weather is not good, I can't go. But last Friday, it was beautiful. And because the weatherman had said we'll be getting a lot of rain and snow on the weekend, I seized the opportunity and went outside all afternoon, Friday afternoon. It was so nice. The sun was so feeling so nice. Super nice. I said, I've not felt the sun from about October last year because the sun was so strong on Friday. And Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, it was all rain. Today, rain, you know. But the rain is not that you couldn't go, but you'd get wet. And as you know, rain here is cold. So you try not to be caught out in the rain because possibility exists that you may get sick. So one tries to keep indoors whenever it rains. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Is it that I come on too early? I've not seen some persons who would normally come on at this time because they lose track with me now. And as really since the time changing us, guys, I realize the timing has thrown us all away. Since the time has gone to daylight saving time, you know. But we will catch up. We will catch up. And persons are always coming on, and persons are always passing through. And I don't mind person pass through at times and they stop to say hi. It makes the channel grow too. Some person will stop and they will subscribe. Some may not subscribe, but they spend some time and they keep going. Because, sometimes you try to touch most channels that we have. Because if we are to spend the entire time on any one channel for the whole month, you would not be able to visit some channels. Trust me. So when a person stop and spend a few minutes and make their point, reasonable, and they go, I am not upset. No. I am not upset. Because, it's like you're at home and some friends pass by and stop and say, hi, how are you doing? I'm passing by. But I have to say hi. You feel so good. I spend a few moments with them and they're gone again. That's life. Because we are all here. We are just passing through. So while we are passing through, let us enjoy every moment. Let us enjoy every moment. Don't be upset about anything. Don't let anything get you down. You see, if you allow things to get you down, it's going to get you down until you're down. And then it's going to be so difficult to come back up. It'll be so difficult. So you have to just take things as it comes. They say, just as how the waves break on the shore and go back into the sea and it cycles on and on, just take it as it comes. Don't worry yourself. Because if you worry, it's not going to change it. It's only going to make you sick. That's a change. You try to change it without worrying. That's the best remedy for any situation. Try and change it without worrying. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I don't know. Persons are not up to want to say anything. Do you want to say something? Talk about something let's say something that you like, that you want us to talk about. Because This container thing, it's all over, and it's on my channel too. And I'm telling you, it's going viral. Everybody is watching it. So that's why I wanted to, we can talk about it. We mustn't be shy, We have to learn learn to share ideas. Because I may be here thinking one thing, and because I was thinking that for somebody who could see that container with meat, such a large amount of meat, and somebody who has not been able to have a good meal and would see that, they would say, "This is a miracle, man, because I've not eaten all day. And there comes a huge container with meat. This has to be God sent." And persons will go and they get it, maybe sell some, put up some, and cook some. Everybody going to jerk now and sell. Maybe it wouldn't stay just in the one parish. Persons could probably send it to other parishes once they can get saved, because no person will leave other parishes. But for me personally, when I look at it all and assess it all today, I would put off eating chicken for the rest of the year. Because we are in the fourth month, we have 8 more months to go. I think I would wait until about December to next year and try to eat other things. And I must thank Nomazi for also, I'm going to acknowledge him for liking the short videos. Nomazi, expect a surprise later tonight or tomorrow. I won't tell you when yet, but you must expect the surprise. Right? Expect the surprise. Yeah. So that's how it is, guys. We learn, we live, and we learn. I remember the days too, sometimes ago, when persons were driving around, you could not get soap powder. At times it was the soap powder you used to wash. You were not able to. They didn't have the liquid one as yet. It was a powder one. So vehicles would drive around and throw it, give persons, and people would run behind the truck and get it. And if you're not at home, they throw it in your yard, and then somebody will take it up for you and give it to you when you come home. So, and they pass certain time of the day, once per week, and throw the things that give persons. People just take them up and. So people at that time could not get soap powder to wash their clothes or do any laundry. And there comes the truck giving away these things. But at least that was soap. But this now is meat that is to be eaten. And here they're saying that you're not even to give it to your animals. Can you imagine? That means there's something definitely wrong with the meat. I think so. Listening to the authorities now saying that nobody should consume it, not even to give it to your animals. So that is something that is worth talking about. How much we have to train our children so that when they become adults, they're able to carry on the same training with their children, generation to generation, not to accept things from persons. Even if they're at school or with their friends, whatever the age group, because we don't know at what point in time persons do come across situations like these. And when you do hear about it, your child may be caught up in it. And sometimes children go to school and come home, they're not well. They're not able to determine what is it that you try to find out what is it that they had eaten. So this is something that is worth to talk about. And culture differences, persons who are not exposed to Caribbean culture, they may see it as very awkward. But remember that the Caribbean is a third world country, and they are more in a depressed state than first world, right? They're more in a depressed state. So we have to acknowledge that sometimes when you're in a low position and you see a little thing come your way that could benefit, you tend to want to grab at it because You're trying to make the best of it. Yeah, it's like you're in a desperate zone. So because of desperation now, and you're not able to afford certain things, you're going to make the best use of what comes your way, which may not be altogether the best use for you neither. You know? So we have to encourage each other and build each other's confidence. Maybe I am sort of on it too much, but I just wanted person to. I don't know if you know about it because I remember some time ago I was reminded yesterday or Saturday. Saturday, no, yesterday I was reminded that in Thailand they were seeing. I don't know if it's true, but it was said that they saw fish falling from the sky. I don't know if the person were in planes going around doing it. I don't remember, but I was reminded about it yesterday. So the person was saying at one point fish was seen in the sky, right? And now the chicken is now in containers floating in the sea. So what is really going on? And I'm wondering where were the coast guards out there that is to protect the island and its people? Where were they to see this huge thing coming ashore? Nobody saw it. That huge container, it was not light, it had weight. How could it just come there like that? It was, I mean, if the sea was even rough, the sea couldn't carry that vast amount of chicken. 400 tons. That's a huge amount. That's a huge amount. And then I saw something where they were showing where Brazil had sent, it was in the paper, I was looking at the television earlier, sent meat, chicken meat to UK, and they had to recall it because they discovered it had salmonella. So that means that it was there too long. It was there too long, and the people didn't get it, so they had to recall it. So I didn't get to read enough to find out if anybody had died then. But salmonella, if it's not a good thing, it's a type, it's meat poison, food poison. It's food poisoning. Why nobody's sharing with me tonight? Is it that I come too early and persons are having their dinner? It seems as if persons are having their dinner and I come too early. Well, by now, most persons have finished having their dinner. I'm gonna hang on a little more because persons come, persons go. You don't necessarily have the same persons all the time. So I'm gonna hang on a little bit and see how it turns out. But it's kind of boring and disgusting when I'm the only person putting out. But God is good. He allowed me to be able to gather the information where I can come and share. Because maybe to who I'm speaking now, although they are not showing up themselves, they are hearing what I'm saying, and maybe they would want to say something, but they are just keeping their opinion. Maybe they'll say something another time, but I just want us to have a nice little conversation. I just don't want us to just sit like we're not sick. If you're sick, I understand. If you're sick, please, I'm sorry. But if you're not sick, I'd like us to have a nice little rapport. And then, wait until when we're off the live now, you say, oh, I should have said this and I should have said that. I've had that experience before. Because to be honest, guys, I was never a person who talked too much. I will only smile, right? And then I had two dimples here. I would only smile. But maturity, the dimples are not so visible anymore, much. And I said to myself, time has changed. A very quiet person who doesn't talk much, only smile and speak very soft, but over time, become more vocal because of interaction. So and I whenever I go anywhere, I try to have a conversation. If I'm on the airplane, wherever I'm at, it's not that I talk too much, but sometimes you're at a place And to let the time go by pleasantly, you can strike a little conversation. But if everybody's sitting down there and everybody is quiet, nobody's saying anything, well, what people do know, what they do know is they put their thing in their ears and they just focus on their music. So at least they have something to connect with. But if everybody's sitting there, doesn't have anything in their ears, and just sitting and looking into space, not smiling, not saying, not signaling anything, you're going to feel so out of place and empty and lonely. And maybe some persons are there lonely too, and are there and would just dying for somebody to say, "Hi, how are you?" To strike a little conversation to make them feel so, so nice. All right? Sometimes we have to be like that. We have to help persons to lift themselves out of there. But sometimes many persons you see, even at work, even at work, not everybody who comes to work smile and are really happy. Sometimes deep sadness behind the smile, but they use a smile to hide it. And some are disappointed in their achievements, so they look at others and see them moving up. They feel uncomfortable, but they will not say it. And while you're there, upgrading yourself, you study and you move on. They are there in their bewilderment. Maybe they had started a family too early. There are different expenses, different expenses. So, what are you going to do? They're in their corner, they feel insecure, and you're there going about your chores innocently and enjoying what you're doing, putting all your life into it. But just take a moment and just sometimes you can see to the back of our eyes. Sometimes you're talking to some persons and they give us some lovely smiles. And sometimes you feel that it's not a genuine smile. Sometimes you can feel the sadness in the tone that they speak with. So that's why I said, and because too, when I used to go to church very regularly, and that's where I get that from too. Because a person will come to you and say, "Hi, how are you doing? Happy to see you today in church," or something like that, and it gives you the same feeling of want to reach out to other persons. You understand me? And if imagine you go to a place that has a social gathering, whatever the situation is, and nobody said hi, nobody smiled, everybody's face is just, you know, you're going to say, "Lord," you just quickly want to get out. You want to get out quickly and go someplace else, maybe go home or go back to where you were. But deep down, you wouldn't realize how much another person is there with a sad heart. Maybe you have lost a loved one or something, going through some stresses. I would need somebody to not really to listen to their problem, but to just say some things to brighten them. That's why this little song says, "Brighten the corner where you are." So someone far from harbor, you may guide across the shore. So wherever you are, do what you can do. You don't have to go to the and do anything extra. So I tell that as a song, brighten the corner where you are. Someone far from harbor, you may guide across the sky. Right? Someone far out needs to pass, but there's no light. The entire place is dark. Maybe a ship is out there, wants to go somewhere. They don't have any guide. It's a guide across the bar. So we brighten the corner. Let us do our little bit, and brighten up our lives. Make our lives happy. Don't try to carry a sad life. Everything we sad, we unhappy. Right? Don't let it be that. Don't let it be a sad life. Because a lot of persons are stressed now, they are out of jobs. When you're out of a job, and not like you're out of a job today, you can get one tomorrow. Another person out of a job, and they have gone. This is the third week. It's the third week this week. Um, and they have to devise other means to keep themselves occupied and to keep their brain too, because being out of a job now can cost you sanity. You understand me? So because everybody know have their little expenses, so you have to try and keep your little job, qualify yourselves. Those who are not qualified, but so many people are out of job at the same time. Thousands every week. I look thousands and thousands and thousands. I say to myself, where are the jobs going to be coming from now? Where are the jobs going to be coming from now? You know, because if you have so many people out of jobs, where is it going to come from to replace? And you have the younger ones coming up. The younger ones are coming there in school to come out. Some are in colleges to come out, right? Where? Granted, those who are going to school and going to college, they are not yet in the working world, so they are studying to come out. But look at what is happening now. You know, it's really, really not altogether a nice thing. You know, we people need jobs because they need to cover their bills. Children needs food. Children needs food. You understand me? Children needs food. And not only everybody needs food, it's the basic, it's the start of life. It's one of our basic needs. We can't live without food. You understand me? We cannot live without food. Food is the start of life. We need food. So whatever the price of food is going to be, we are going to be needing food. Right? So that is how we are. I'm still holding on a little. I'm still hanging in there a little. You know, I don't want to just rush off. I don't want to just rush off like that. People are people and they know what they want. You know, they know what they want and they know how to achieve their desires. But I still believe that whatever our heart tells us to do, what is profitable, we should go after it, go at it. Right? Go at it. Go at it and make that achievement. So I'm going to now, see, maybe I'm going to hang on another few minutes more. Wherever persons are, I don't want them to come when I end the live. So I'm going to hang on a little more and see, what the difference is going to be. Okay. What's the difference going to be? Today is the first working day of the week, as I said earlier, and people have to have their goals set before Monday, so they know what they're going to do, or they set the goal Monday for it to be effective same time Monday, because whatever we do is all what it's all there. It's all there. It's all there. We do our best to shine. Welcome to the live. We do our best to shine our light, and others, if each person contributes, then it will be good. I'm just going to hang on a few more minutes. A few minutes more, so that I can get to go and do something else, because some persons, maybe they don't realize the time. Alright, so we're stopping up to that now. So Auntie D now gonna take a little break, and maybe she may come back on later. But right now, she's gonna take a little break. Alright, guys? Have a wonderful evening. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Look at the videos, man. They are so inspiring and interesting. And subscribe to the channel. And share, 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 share. Auntie D likes when you share. When you share, others will get a chance to see the video and the algorithm will keep going. So comment on the videos, man. Don't just pass them by. Over 200 videos are there, guys. Over 200. Be a part of the movement, man. Come on, support Auntie D, right? Have a wonderful, wonderful and exciting Monday evening. Bye. Later.